Hey guys, I'm going to take you on a little tour of my fall decor in the family room. Now, this is the room where we spend most of our time. That is our cabinet that we built to hide our TV. And I love that thing because we just open it up and we watch TV, we close it up, and that big black entertainment electronic thing is gone, and you would never know it was in there. So I had Tom build this for me quite a few years ago, and it's just been perfect. The one thing I think I'm still going to do is age it, and when I do age it, I will make a video on that. I haven't had time yet right now, so I have not done that much to this room. But I thought I'd walk you through what I do have in this room. This is, you can hardly see it because of the glare, but it's a darling sampler that our dear friend Alice gave me, and I love it. And it looks so good in this house. And a little basket from Woodstock Country Shop. And then this little table that I picked up at Bernat Antiques. Just like that. It's a cute little corner. And then here, excuse me, here I have, this is where I keep all of my woven blankets and throws. I don't know about you guys, but I love collecting these things because I use them for everything. Tables, chairs, beds, everything these throws go on, and they just change the look of the room. So I have every color. Mostly I have red and black and tan, and they go all around for the different seasons. If it's Christmas, the red comes out. Valentine's, the red comes out. 4th of July, the red comes out. Black is out other times of the year. More tan colors during fall. So I've got the whole collection there. There's no point in hiding them. They might as well be out and show because they're just beautiful. And then I keep my excess pillows up there too. I don't like to store them. I don't want things to get into them. And then I have a few books that I need to read or people have given me or whatever. And then over here, this is the door to the tavern. And I've always had this Old Crow pub somewhere in the tavern. And this fall I decided, wouldn't that just be kind of a fun fall Halloween-y thing to have when that door's closed and looking into the room. Plus it looks really great when the door's open in the tavern. So that's there. This is one of my old chairs that I don't let any of my family sit on when they come over. So usually when they come, I have to put something on there to signal that they can't use it to sit on. And this is my cape. Now, you guys have seen that cape in the front room a lot. I love this cape. This is actually a prop from my photography days. And I used to do a lot of photography that would kind of look more imaginary or old-fashioned, and so I had this cape, and so that's actually my prop. But you know, it's turned out to be a great design feature in this house because I think every room loves to have some kind of clothing or something that shows that maybe there's somebody living in this space. And speaking of living in this space, yes, my blanket is kind of askew and so are my pillows. But these are the areas where my family sits and watches TV and eats and lives. And this is where it all happens. This is a beautiful piece that I bought at Bernat Antiques quite a few years ago. I got a huge deal on it because the woman who owned it, it was brand new. The woman who owned its grandson didn't like laying on it. And so she got a different one and sold this. And I love that one. Right next to it is this wonderful box that I picked up at Primitive Goods. And yeah, it's just really cool. Alice and Jean had found it at some estate sale and brought it over and sold it to me. So I love the patina on it. You can see that it at one time was painted black and it all worn off, and it's just so cool. And again, you know, in the fall, I just love a simple rugged, you know, kind of old looking gourd. dried gourd in an antique bowl. I love that antique bowl. On the other side, this is a little bit unconventional, the way I've done the chest as a table. That chest actually holds my yoga equipment and some of Dewey's stuff. And then over here is where the other two of us sit at night, and we put our feet up on this ottoman. So these pieces are both from Angel House Furniture and Angel House Designs. We love them. We absolutely love them. I picked them up at the same time, and I've never looked back. I threw that pumpkin throw on there just to bring some of that color into the room. All the lamps that I use in here, they're all the punched black tin. They're just really cool. I've got some links on my site that you can get some of this stuff on the website, the Amazon.com shop website. But also, if you're anywhere in the area, Kathy sells at Woodstock Country Shop, sells a lot of these lights. So, and I know that Lainey has some interesting lamps too. Up here, I've got pussy willows. You know what? I love pussy willows. I can use them for every season because I just think they're so much fun. And next to that is a family heirloom. This is actually something that I made for my family. So this was out of a little teeny picture that I blew up and did some painting to, and then had printed on this. So, and a couple little pumpkins, just something soft, just to say fall without going overboard. A lot of the colors in this room say fall anyway, but rest assured I have a little more. And again, I've gone very minimal in this room. This is just a tea cloth with pumpkins on it, but it's part of my fall decor. Just a little touch to remind you. But if you want to get hit over the head a little more, I hung up my my shoes there on the wall because I had this hook hanging there, and then I thought, hey, well, let's stick a broom with it. And how fun is that? So on one side of the room is the cape, and on the other side are the witch's shoes and broom. So just bringing a little bit of fall without hitting you on the head, still leaving space on the tables for our cups. At night when we drink or when we eat, we need that. Cami needs space on here to put her cup because this place doesn't have any, it doesn't really have any tables next to it. This trunk over here was my great-grandpa's, Saka's, and my dear aunt, who passed a few years ago, just, I guess it's 5 years ago this year, wanted me to have it, and I love it. This is an innkeeper lamp. I love this innkeeper lamp. I've got to tell you, my daughter has a couple. I like that it has the little light in there, and Kathy at Woodstock Country Shop does sell them, and I think it's so much fun. This too was another find at Woodstock Country Shop. Isn't that cute? It's huge and it's big, and it really makes a statement there. So Julie from Julie Keeper of My Home made this little gourd pumpkin for me, and this is where we keep stuff. So when my daughter comes home from work, this is where she throws her keys, her little hair things, whatever she needs right then, she throws it in there, and it's hidden so that we have some semblance of cleanliness here. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I am adding some lower tiers again. I do this every fall. I start adding lower tiers to the windows, and then I take them off in spring when I want more of the sunlight to come in. But in the fall, even though it's still beautiful outside as far as the greens and everything, I like to kind of signal that it's time to get your head around cozying in and staying in for the winter. And even though I won't be staying in the winter for many months, I do like to bring that cozy feeling into my decor. I tell you what, living in a 250-year-old house, we have the coolest doors. I mean, look at that. Look how it's not even, the boards are like crooked. It's just so imperfectly perfect. And I showed you guys how to make and muck up some of these sunflowers. They're just a really easy, good craft to do, save you a lot of money, and give you a really good look for sunflowers in the fall. The sunflowers were from Michael's. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave the link above right now and you can watch that later. It's really easy. This is a painting done by my great-grandpa Saka, and I think that's the most beautiful one that he did. It's tranquil. I love the colors, and I wanted to highlight that for fall because that is sentimental value. And then right here, this cute little guy. He's so cute. Tammy Yurko from the channel. She made him and sent him to me as a gift. And she has a business on Facebook called By My Hands Tinkering. And she has been making these little guys. I saw her sell one the other day, and this darling little girl with, she had like a cat mask. It was like the cutest little Halloween decoration I ever saw. So you probably noticed that there's something very major missing from this room. And I'll tell you what it is. It's those two chairs. I moved them on out. They're now in my spare bedroom. I just couldn't fit everything here because this little guy needs his pen, and we need him to be in his pen because little Prince here is a lot of work, and he still likes to jump on the old dogs' heads and bother them, and we just can't have that because then they get upset and they want to attack them, and you know, it's a traumatic incident. So we get a rest by putting him in the pen. So this truly is the family room. This is the room where all the dogs lay to be by us. This is the room where we relax, and I still wanted it to look primitive. I still, you know, it looks very worn. The floor is worn. It's showing wear of time and family, but isn't that what it's all about? I think it is.